taking over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Lucky. Showing up.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now Hundley, finding Gabriel, complete. Room here to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Check it back.
2nd and 2. Hundley. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Down, ready, wide 25. Right there. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Montgomery running right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
Throwing, Hundley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Boy, the run on first down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
58 to Mike. Hey, check. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check. Topper.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ready. 51, down. Watch the curl. He's coming. We got the... Hey, wahoo. Got. Let him go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, Sal. Got. All day, dog. Watch out.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 24.
First down, Chicago.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Ryan. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Bears' 45.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, Delta.
Space.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ryan now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is Donnell with the grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
58 to Mike. Yeah. 11.
Ryan will throw again. And it's complete. Hooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Right there, 56. Go!
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This one caught by his tight end, Mack. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Back to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more? And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got Miller. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
You think you gonna get this? Gun.
Bravo.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up.
From the gun, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Ready, 25.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pass. Shift.
Now Ito Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Ready, 21. Base. Check. 53's mine.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Watch twist. 58. Check safety. Ready to go.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Pascal's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for our Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the run. That's south, baby. That's baby south.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he whips that one incomplete there. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Ryan to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, turn it up.
They'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Hundley. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Falcons, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11.
100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They reacting. They just consider me flammable. Sure.